While talks between Cockroach Janata Party and government has began at the Vittalbhai Patel House in Delhi at the Constitution Club of India, Delhi, those talks have now commenced between government representatives and CJP representatives. Atul Ranjan is live with us on this big story. Atul, those talks between the government and CJP have commenced now at Vittalbhai Patel House?
Well, yes, meeting has begun. Nadda and the Jitendra Singh, his cabinet minister colleague, arrived after a delay of 20-25 minutes did happen, but the meeting has begun, which was scheduled at 12:30 p.m. Now, from CJP's side, Ashutosh Ranka, the spokesperson, as well as Saurabh Das, are part of the meeting. In fact, in the previous round of the meeting as well, when the meeting happened at JP Nadda's home, Ashutosh Ranka and Saurabh Das were the representatives of the CJP. This time around as well, we see that the CJP representatives are the same in the meeting with JP Nadda. Now, obviously, the meeting is quite crucial and everybody's eyes are on it, given the fact that, CJP, right before the meeting, in fact, Saurabh Das was speaking to the press and he again reiterated the demand that, they are not going to relent to their, on that front is what he clearly mentioned. In fact, what he said was that, the momentum is in our favor because of the support that we have been getting, the protesters have been getting, that has forced the government to once again invite us for a meeting and find a solution to the whole situation, to the stalemate that has been created. So clearly the CJP feels that the momentum is with them, the crowd support is with them, and given the fact that the protest is spreading to different parts of the country as well, that has given confidence to CJP, and that is why they look supremely confident about the fact that they would be able to get resignation of the education minister. Now, the government is obviously not really willing to budge as of now, is what we are picking up. In fact, government's counter narrative plans obviously has these elements to it, that they have established fast track courts at least on 4 different prominent high courts. They have been instructed to establish fast track courts, as well as the fact that education secretary has been reshuffled there. Also the fact that the existing anti-paper leak act is being strengthened, and also the discussion that has been the government has agreed upon in the parliament. All these are certain measures, and obviously the prime minister's video, the late night video that we saw last night, all these measures and communication is something which is being used by the government to show that they are doing enough to address the concerns. They are being receptive to the demands of the students. But this sort of demand, in fact, what government labels is that this demand of resignation is something which is politically motivated, and this is something which is being done at the behest of the opposition parties, who too, if you see, recently have started, amplifying this demand of the CJP. And in fact, if you remember, when Rahul Gandhi with his parliamentary colleagues were protesting at the 7 local landmark, and when Jitendra Singh arrived there to assuage him, as well as request him to finish the dharna, because that is not a designated site for dharna, Rahul Gandhi clearly not agreed just by assurance that the government would be allowing a discussion on the paper leak and the protest in the parliament. In fact, Rahul Gandhi was quite staunch about his demand that until Dharmendra Pradhan resigns, he won't budge from that particular place. So clearly the opposition has also taken the responsibility of amplifying this demand of resignation as well. They also seem to be in fact hell-bent that if until Pradhan resigns, they won't allow the functioning of the parliament as well, because we see right since the beginning of the monsoon session, what we are seeing is that adjournments after adjournments in the different sessions of the parliament, and that has something which has continued. Now the government would obviously hope that today's meeting with the CJP leadership at the Constitution Club is something positive, something constructive. But the chances of it remains quite low, given the fact that both of them appear adamant at their positions.
All right, more breaking news also coming in now. After Lok Sabha was adjourned till Monday over a clash between opposition MPs and government, Rahul Gandhi has reiterated